If that music doesn't tell you that the streets are dirty and Spider-Man's got to clean them up, I don't know what will. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Winter, and welcome to checking out Spider-Man vs. the Kingpin. Or, I'm sorry, we're checking out Press Start, Spider-Man vs. the Kingpin. Wait, no, that's not right. No, it's Spider-Man vs. the Kingpin. My bad. Ha 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 ha. This was released in 1991 for the Sega Genesis / Megadrive, depending on what region you live in. And as I understand it, this has, I should say, not been re-released on any of the Sega Genesis collections that are available for Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and possibly 4. Do they have one for PlayStation 4 yet? Surely they do, right? They always re-release those goddamn things. Oh, and there was one for the PlayStation 2 as well, though I'm unsure about the original Xbox. I don't know if a collection ever made it that way. But if anybody does know, feel free to let me know, because I'm genuinely curious now. And I'll probably space it off and forget to look it up on the internet after I'm done recording today. So what we've got here is one of the best Spider-Man games to be released, in my opinion. And I haven't played them all, but it's safe to say that in the 90s, when Spider-Man was kind of arguably at a very bad spot in the comics in terms of quality, stories, and, well, the artwork was always great, but the stories, Ben Reilly and the Clone Saga and all that shit. While he was at a low point in the comics in the 90s, he was absolutely kicking ass and taking names in the video games. And it all starts here. After this, we had another Spider-Man game for the Genesis and Mega Drive that was based off of the animated series, which was just called Spider-Man. It wasn't called Spider-Man the Animated Series for some reason. And indeed, the name of this game is Spider-Man vs. the Kingpin, but if you look on the box, and even here on this main menu, you see it's just called Spider-Man. So there's a little bit potential for confusion, because while they are the same game in terms of gameplay style and whatnot, there's quite a few differences in terms of villains in the storyline and shit like that. And there's also a Spider-Man game released for the PlayStation 1 by Activision, I believe, in the late 90s, and that was just called Spider-Man as well. And that was a great game too. That's probably the second best after this one, in my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong. And of course we always had Maximum Carnage for the Genesis and Mega Drive, and the Super Nintendo got Separation Anxiety. And I don't know if Separation Anxiety's ever been released. That's one that I actually enjoyed. I'd like to play that one again. I never had a Super Nintendo, but a friend of mine did, and I had Maximum Carnage, and he had Separation Anxiety. And for some reason, I always preferred Separation Anxiety, even though by that time I was reading the Spider-Man comics and had the Maximum Carnage trade paperback, and the video game for Maximum Carnage is a fucking perfect adaptation of the storyline, complete with some of the artwork from the comics in it. I always just preferred Separation Anxiety for some reason. Great games, though. This is a motherfucker of a game. This is actually my third attempt to record this game. The other ones just didn't turn out so good. You see, we've got Normal and Nightmare. Nightmare is a motherfucker. In fact, this whole game is a motherfucker. If you're going to pick this bastard up and give it a go yourself, I highly recommend plugging this thing into your Game Genie and getting online and looking up some codes, because god damn, there's no mercy in this game in later levels. And some of the codes, since that's on my mind, and I have my original piece of paper that I copied from a Game Genie book back in 1996 in front of me, you can get instant death, where you have 1 hit point if you really want to make the game hard for yourself, and you can get invincibility, and infinite webbing, and infinite time, which the infinite time we'll dig into here in a moment. We're not going to do Nightmare, though. Practice lets you play about 2.5 levels, I think. It's just a chance for everybody to get familiar with the controls. It is what it says it is. Nowadays, it'd be a demo, but it's pretty cool that it's on here, because you're going to need it. I mean, if you've never played it before, I really do recommend going into that mode and just getting the feel for the game. And of course, easy. We're going to go normal, though. Now, if anybody out there has played this game or knows quite a bit about it, I would love to know what the fuck this stamina is supposed to do. Because even when I set it to tired, I never noticed Spider-Man getting winded or anything. It's I can't figure out what the fuck this is supposed to do. So if anybody knows, please do me a favor and clue me in, because I'm fucking lost on what that is supposed to affect. But at any rate, we're going to set it for hyper strong, just because maybe it's important for something. And webbing, we'll start out with 8 cartridges instead of the normal 5 and the difficult 3. This is a hard game for me, man. Like, those other 2 attempts that I tried to record, they didn't go so good. They were pretty embarrassing, actually. And, yeah, if it wasn't for the Game Genie, I never would have beat this game back in the day. So, it's pretty fucking tricky, but let's get into it here in a moment and see what it's like for people that have never seen this game before, which is going to be how I'm approaching this commentary. So if you have seen this game before, I don't know if there's anything in this video for you. But fair warning, you may want to maximize your viewing window because there is some scrolling text that is about to come up. It's fairly tiny on a modern television or monitor, and it goes by pretty quick. So I'll give you all a moment to maximize your viewing screens, and then we'll get into it. Here we go. Good evening, New York. My name is of no importance. I am merely a concerned citizen, a citizen who has learned of something monstrous. The renegade known as Spider-Man is seeking revenge upon you. He has hidden a bomb which will explode in exactly 24 hours, leveling the city, unless we force him to confess its location. I offer a $10,000 reward for his apprehension. We must protect ourselves. So that's the Kingpin, for those that are unaware. I don't know how many Spider-Man fans actually check out my channel. Shout out to those that do, though. Whoop whoop! Spidey represent, yo! But he's gone on television and essentially framed Spider-Man for the fake bomb. Now the time limit, that's down there in the bottom right of the screen. This is one of those annoying games where you've only got a certain amount of time to get to the end and beat it. It's pretty similar, I think, and I could be remembering this wrong because it's been a few years since I've played that one as well, but I think it's similar to the X-Men game that came out on the Sega Genesis as well. Not the Clone Wars, but the first X-Men with Nightcrawler and Storm and Wolverine, Cyclops. So let's just beat down a cop right quick and save Aunt May with our webbing. I hope she's going home to make some shepherd's pot pie right quick. There's nice little details in this game, though. I mean, check this out. I'm on the side of a glass building and I'm fucking sliding down. That's nice. That's cool. Alright, sorry, I had to... Oh, hang on. Okay, so before I forget about this is our pause menu. So what we've got there, that the box is currently over, is that is a webbing shield, which uses a little bit of webbing to make, obviously. And that will block projectiles like bullets. And I don't know if anybody shoots rockets. I think there may be one boss in the game that does shoot rockets, but could be remembering that wrong. Only lasts for a limited amount of time, though. And then if anybody can look at this and tell me what the fuck it is supposed to be in under 5 seconds, I will bow down before you. No? Okay. So that is Peter Parker's face. And if we have this selected and we shoot, we go back to Peter's house, and this will refill our life if we take damage. The bad thing about this is, though, is we got to go back to the start of the level. And you see the clock down there is still moving, so it doesn't freeze time or anything like that. And actually, when you're healing and your life is going up, the clock ticks by really fast, so you got to be real careful about using that. Save that shit for emergencies only. Oh yeah, I got to do it all over again. See what I mean? New York's finest. Downed by the wall-crawling scourge. One thing that kind of stands out to me now, playing this game, is like, you know, the Kingpin goes on TV, and, oh, hang on, wonderful. The Kingpin's the biggest crook the city's ever seen, and he's convinced everybody I'm the bad guy. Fortunately, in patrolling the city, I've heard that Doc Ock's hiding out in a waterfront warehouse. If I'm going to find the Kingpin and clear my name, not to mention disarm the bomb he must have planted, that's the place to start. And I'd better take my camera to take some shots that prove what's really going on. So what he's talking about there is we've got this little bastard that's supposed to be a camera, and we've got 3 shots that we can take with that. Now, the way that you increase your webbing after you've beat a level or gain some of your webbing back is you use this to take pictures of the villains and sell them to J. Jonah Jameson for some money, which refills the webbing. Kind of a cool idea. It's nice that even though I don't think we ever actually see him in the game, Jonah is in fact present. Oh shit, rabid dog. So I don't know what you'd call this one. Would you consider this a beat 'em up or a platform 'em up or what? Because all we're going to be doing is just wandering around and beating the shit out of people that want to take us down. On the word of a man that no one knows who he is and only offers $10,000. Now I don't know about you, but I would not go hunting after Spider-Man for $10,000. Like, the motherfucker doesn't go down easy. You know, he's got that spider sense, he's got the webbing, he's got the strength. Fuck that shit, man. That's more than $10,000 in my opinion, but that's just me, you know? Everybody's got their own limits. Or their, not their own limits, but their own drives, I suppose you could say. I don't know how to phrase it. Other people probably would do it. Now check this out. See how that's moving me? Yeah, a lot of... Every once in a while you'll have some tricky areas like that, where the game designers have thrown in little environmental traps, I guess you could call them. You know, these poor guys, they're just fucking trying to feed their families, and here comes Spider-Man just whacking the shit out of them. They just want $10,000, man. Those bullets hurt, though. I'm sure we'll get a pretty good example here in a moment of just how much they can hurt. Probably right here. It's a good game, though. And if you're a fan of the comics, if you read some of the older comics, and by older I mean late 80s, early 90s, you'll probably recognize a lot of the villains in here. I don't know what's going on with Spider-Man nowadays. I haven't read those fucking comics since Brand New Day back in... Oh, fuck, when was that? 2007? 2008? I don't know, but it was whenever, what's his name? J. Michael Straczynski was leaving the book, and for some reason Joe Quesada thought it would be a fantastic idea to throw away 30 years of continuity just for the shitter of it. Because he thought Spider-Man and Mary Jane shouldn't be together because she's holding him back. Bunch of crap, but, you know... I do bear grudges, and that really pissed me off, because I'd been reading Spider-Man at that point since 1995. So, 95, 94, somewhere around there. But I'd been reading them for quite a while at that time, and then everything just got thrown away for this stupidest fucking reason. Oh, god damn it. Oh, you son of a bitch! Alright, give me some health. See the pickups? I'm unsure if you were to play this on the Nightmare setting, if there would be less pickups or not. I can't really answer that. I haven't played Nightmare in quite a while. I just know that it really is a nightmare. It lives up to its name, you know? And of course there's Dr. Octopus. So we'll just get over here. There we go. It's a tough game, but the bosses are somewhat fair, because there's always a little situation like this where you can kind of position yourself in the right spot on the screen and just take out the weak point. Sometimes. Maybe. Oh, there he goes. He's down. Alright, Doc. Cough up the details on the Kingpin's plot. Dream on, insect. He keeps us in the dark. All I know is that he's hired plenty of your old enemies. The Lizard, the Sandman, and others. He's split up the other keys to disarm the bomb among all of them. Keys to disarm the bomb. Oh, I can't keep up with that. Good lord. I can read it, but I can't read it and say it at the same time. It was just going too fast. But yeah, as you see, we got the Lizard to deal with. We've got the Sandman, Dr. Octopus. Venom shows up every now and again. The Hobgoblin, the Kingpin, of course. He's the final boss, as you would expect, hopefully. And I'm trying to think of who else shows up. I don't recall at the moment. It's been too long. And I only played this next level right here last night. I didn't really get too much further after here because, you know, it's a tricky fucking game, so here we are. That first level actually went better for me now than what I tried to record last night, because last night was very much the relearning experience. But yeah, I don't know how many of these villains that are in this game are currently in the comics. I know a few of them have made appearances in the movies, which were okay. I really liked the first two. The third one was kind of bad. But and I haven't seen The Amazing Spider-Man or The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Just because while the third one was bad, I don't think that the movie series was in bad enough shape at that point to warrant a remake. So I've just kind of... I haven't even watched the first Amazing Spider-Man. No interest. I like Emma Stone. I think she's nice to look at, but I really don't want to see her as Mary Jane. You know what I mean? I think there's probably better actresses out there. But I haven't seen it, so maybe I'm just being a little bit too judgmental for my own good about something I haven't seen. I won't deny it. Oh, Jesus. Right into the motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck these guys are supposed to be. Oh, but I know what that is. Motherfucker. And I knew it was going to be there, too. Oh, you son of a bitch. Get out of the... Get in the pipe. In the pipe. There we are. There we go. Classic Spidey swing in action. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. And butterflies that hurt you. But maybe because they're in the sewers, the butterflies have mutated? I don't know. Let's get our camera at the ready. There we go. Oh shit, there's Venom. Not sure if we can grab a picture while he's... Oh! No, I got the picture. God damn it, get out of there, Spidey. Get out of there. Oh, not the sewer water. What are you doing? Oh, we're fucked, man. Oh, no, we got this. We got this. See, there's the Lizard's weakness. And you notice how Venom didn't trigger the spider sense whenever he started rolling up on us. That's a nice touch. You know, these guys that handled the game, they knew what the fuck they were doing when they got into the mythology and shit. You know, there's probably temptation from some game devs that don't know the full story of Venom at this point, you know, that they would think, oh, well, he's got to trigger the spider sense. No, he's not supposed to. So, but yeah, there's your look at Venom and the Lizard. And since we actually got past that level, which I wasn't able to do last night, I think we'll go ahead and move on to the next one. And we'll see what that's like and then go from there. We're not going to go terribly long with this video. You know, the gameplay is the same thing over and over again in this game. It never really varies. So, not a whole lot of points there. Oh, good evening once again, New York. I regret to inform you that Spider-Man has apparently gone mad, destroying an abandoned warehouse and lurching through the sewers in an uncontrolled fashion. Our police, of course, are doing a heroic job, but I am now prepared to increase my offer to $50,000. Increase your vigilance now more than ever. We must protect ourselves. Okay, $50,000 to go after Spider-Man. That's a little bit different than $10,000. I might consider it then, but I would probably have to strike up a deal with the Vulture and see if he'd let me borrow his wings for a little bit first. I don't know, the Kingpin, he never really did anything for me in the comics. I never really liked him. I'm a Green Goblin guy myself, I like both Harry and Norman. And Kingpin wasn't really active whenever I first started reading the comics. I think the reason why he's in the game in this game is because at the time in the comic books, I believe, though I could be wrong on this, I haven't gone through the comics before I, started recording or anything. But I think at the time the gang war storyline had just wrapped up, and he was a pretty big player in that storyline. And I think the Hobgoblin was as well, and I know the Punisher made an appearance, and it was a pretty big crossover event. One of those things where they throw every character that needs to do something to justify their existence. They're like B characters or whatever. Similar to a Maximum Carnage. I think it actually had a better story than Maximum Carnage, though. It was more street. It was very similar to what we're doing now. Spider-Man walking around, beating up thugs. Oh, these fucking things. I remember these guys now. I remember these guys. Yeah. Oh. Take the low road through this level. Oh, shit. There we are. I was hoping for some life with that one, but... I mean, look at that. Now we've only got, like, 19 minutes to beat this game. Or 19 hours, I guess you should say. I don't think... not sure how accurate that clock is, though. The minutes seem to be ticking by pretty quick, but... either way, it's pretty fucking annoying. Not something I'm a fan of. I do think this is better than the X-Men game, though. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this fucking guy. Electro. There we are. There we are. I remember you. I remember you. Did we get him? Oh, we got him. Cool. 3 keys. If he keeps this up, he'll be able to make his own Florida. Share your snickering jokes, webhead. Spare, not share. I'm sorry. Anyways, y'all can read that. I can't keep up with it. I'm not even going to try with this one. Okay, so now we're going after the Sandman. Cool. We'll check into this level, see what it's like. We may just go until we get a game over. I don't know. I do like Electro, though. I think J.M. DeMatteis handled him pretty well. And who the fuck worked with John Romita on the just regular Spider-Man book after... oh, what storyline was it? The one where Peter Parker came back after the clone died officially. No, it was an Amazing Spider-Man. It was Tom DeFalco and Luke Ross or Steve Skroce. I think it was Tom DeFalco and Steve Skroce that were doing Amazing Spider-Man at the time. And they brought back Electro for a 2-part story. A 2-part, 2 issues story. And it was pretty fucking good. Electro was inactive at that time. He'd kind of lost his powers and was more or less forced into retirement. I think he may have been locked up in jail. But the story was him getting his powers back and him wanting to be somebody again because he felt like such a failure as a human being. And it was really fucking good. Great story. See, now we got special forces after us. That 50 grand really brings everybody out. That's alright, as long as they don't shoot diagonally. Holy shit, it's fucking King Kong. Alright, let's get the camera at the ready. Got the picture. Oh, look at that. $300. Ah, oh, got him. I'm terrible at getting people when they're jumping, man, so that's really cool for me. Oh, but he's got us. Oh, no. Shit. Let's try it again. Oh, shit. Knock that motherfucker out. You tell him, Spidey. That's how we roll, damn it. Yeah, I've actually gotten pretty far on this game. Farther than last night, so I want to see this level through to the end. Let's see if we can do this shit. It looks like all we got to worry about on the ground are snakes. Those guys hang out in the trees. Cue the gorilla. Oh, that's not what I... Not right in front of the bullet. God damn it. There we go. Oh, he got me. God damn it. Come on, dude. Oh! One more. Oh, shit. We're taking that hairy son of a bitch down, god damn it. Let me out of this place. Alright, let's see what we can get going on here. Oh my god, look at the clock now. Did that jump down? Do we lose time for every restart? Like, does the time not reset to the moment that we died? Not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention to that. I don't know. That would be kind of a pain in the ass, though, wouldn't it? If that's actually what's happening. Oh, snakes! Where's he at? There he is, there he is. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Come on. Oh. Damn it. Oh, you son of a bitch. You should have gone down by one of those. Fuck. Old school games, man. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, so we got 13:51 on the clock when we died right there. So let's check into that right quick. Holy shit, yeah. We lost 2 minutes. Look at that. Or 2 hours. Yeah, so this is definitely one where you break out the game genie, man. Get that infinite time code put in. Son of a bitch. That's not cool at all, man. Alright, Mr. Snake is down. Okay, there he is. There he is. I want to clear the walkway so I can run away from the big ape. A little bit better, not take any damage in the process. Alright, here we go. Oh, god damn it. How many fucking hits does it take before the webbings actually affect him? Is that 3 hits? Is that what I'm seeing there? 1. Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna run out of fucking webbing. Look at that. He should have taken a hit there. Why did he not do that? And why am I not grabbing the tree? Okay, come on. One more good hit. Oh, I'm out of webbing. Shit. Oh, I got him. Yes. Oh, and there's the Sandman. Fuck. Okay. I remember how to do this. The trick is to just stay ahead of him. I think. Yep. Oh, no. That's no good. Shit. Fucking Venom, man. The dude is everywhere. So we gotta get over here. And kick the fucking thing. Come on, Sandman. Come on, Sandman. There we go. Oh, you should have... Oh, come on, dude. Ah, damn it. Fuck. Alright, well, what you want to do there is you want to get him in front of that fire hydrant and wash him away. Which, I should have got him on that one, man. He was right there. And look at the time. Yes, we've lost another 2 hours. I tell you what, to end this thing, let's fucking just run down the timer and see what happens whenever the bombs go off. I'm curious about that. Let's let Mr. Monkey Man do his thing here. Stand around and take some damage. Because again, it's been a while. It's actually been a few years since I've played this game. This is one that I had to replace whenever my Sega Genesis got stolen from me in my entire collection a few years ago. And I had this one. I had, well, I had all the Spider-Man games that are available for the Genesis. And since that incident, I've had to rebuy them all. The good thing about this one is that it's fairly cheap. I picked mine up off of eBay with a box and an instruction manual, believe it or not, because for some reason everybody feels like they just need to throw those things away, so when you go looking for older games it's hard to find those. I spent $5 on it, and whatever shipping and handling was. So if you're looking to add this to your collection, you can find it pretty cheap. Just remember to get a Game Genie to go with it, because goddamn, it can get frustrating in the later levels. The Hobgoblin, in particular, I remember is a real motherfucker, because he's on his little goblin glider up in the sky, you know, and there's not very many webbing pickups before you run into him. So unless you're stocked up whenever you go into that fight, you're going to have a hard time, because he's got the pumpkin bombs that he drops down on you. I'm not sure if he uses the razor bats or not. I just remember the pumpkin bombs, and plus, Venom shows up again like he seems to do in every single boss battle except for Doc Ock. So then you've got two enemies to deal with at the same time, and that's a little bit tricky. You know, especially since one is aerial and dropping just bomb after bomb on you. It gets tough. Get the Game Genie, that's all I'm saying. Totally on you though, you know? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a wimp when it comes to this. You know, some people absolutely love the challenge of these older Genesis games. In fact, I remember reading on a forum somewhere about 3.5 years ago, there was a guy that had found a video on YouTube, I don't know if it's still up or not, but somebody beat that original X-Men game for the Genesis in like 25 minutes. I mean, that shit was crazy. I could never do that. Not when I was a kid, and definitely not now. Fucking just crazy. Alright, so we got 1 minute and 28. So let's let him kill us one more time, and then we'll yeah, restart the game and see what happens whenever time runs out. There we are. See, look at that. Look at the timer going down now. Look at that shit. Yeah, you guys have fun with that. I want no part of it, man. That's just not fun for me. I don't like that kind of unnecessary pressure. I don't see why it has to be like that, but you know, some people enjoy the challenge. I don't know. I'm not one for that kind of challenge. That's not fun to me. That's annoying. Here we go. Here we go. Detonation in 10 seconds. Holy shit! That was awesome. Fuck yeah. Oh, that was cool. I like that. It's a good game. It's just harder as fuck, man. I don't know. Yeah, but again, maybe it's me. Anyways, Spider-Man versus the Kingpin. Genesis and Megadrive. Not available on any Genesis collections that I'm aware of. Never been released digitally, but if you've still got a Genesis or a Megadrive, yeah, check it out. It's a great game. Just be prepared to have your asses handed to you. It's essentially Spider Souls, I guess you could say, for the Genesis era. Before Dark Souls, there was Spider-Man versus the Kingpin. See y'all later.